Good morning. Welcome to St. George's. My name is Mike Wirtz, and I'm the proud head of school. I hope that each of you has had a nice day here so far on the hilltop. The sun started to come out, so that's always a benefit. For some, St. George's may feel familiar. Perhaps you visited your grandchild here before, watching them play a game or perform on stage. Still others may have been a parent in this community once upon a time, sending your own child here as a student and now remaining connected as an SG grandparent. Welcome back. For others, however, this may be your first time on our campus. So what you're doing today is adding context to stories previously told to you by your grandchildren about the people and places that make up St. George's, and I want to welcome you as well. Regardless of whether you know us well or are just getting to know the school, whether you traveled over the bridge or across the country, today is indeed a special day for you and your families, as well as for our school. It's a day rooted in connection and relationships, both those that exist within your family and those that exist between your family and the school. And most importantly, it is a day that offers you a rare and firsthand glimpse into your grandchild's life on the hilltop. Growing up in Northeast Ohio, I was fortunate to have relationships with my grandparents, all of whom were important figures in my life. Such multi-generational relationships are special because they create a sense of continuity and an opportunity to share wisdom and values. Although the St. George's of 2026 is very different than the St. George's of 1896, when the school was founded, there are certain timeless elements that form a through line, much in the way that the multiple generations present in this room form a through line within your own families. Boarding schools are unique institutions within the world of secondary education. With great purpose, we bring together about 400 adolescents from around the country and around the world. Enriched by a diversity of backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives, we foster intentional community designed to encourage and support students during a pivotal period of exploration and growth. And as all the parents and grandparents in this room can attest, that is no small task. To keep all of us moving forward in the same direction, St. George's roots ourselves in our core values: discovery, community, and integrity. These core values are not AI generated, but rather stem from our culture and the foundational documents that have guided this school for generations: our mission statement, our diversity vision statement, and our honor code. St. George's mission statement can be distilled down to a key phrase: to help students develop to the fullest extent possible the particular gifts that are theirs. This work, the discovery and development of a student's particular gifts, happens all across our beautiful campus, in our classrooms and studios, on the stage and in playing fields, and in our dorms. More importantly, it occurs because of the result of the dedication, professionalism, and expertise of the adults in our community. St. George's faculty and staff take great pride in getting to know our students, your grandchildren, and help them make the most of all the opportunities present here. They encourage, listen, cheer, and even occasionally cajole students into making the most of the incredible opportunities present here. I shared earlier that St. George's is composed of students from all over the world. In fact, our student body is drawn from 29 states and 18 countries. In such an environment, it is imperative that we teach and promote ways for students to better understand themselves and their relationships with others. We talk about this work within the essence of our diversity vision statement, which asks us to promote genuine respect for each individual. From this culture of respect, we are able to build a community where students lift one another up and celebrate each other's accomplishments. Each week, I have the privilege of watching this core value come to life in this very space, where our sixth form students stand at this pulpit. Sixth form, by the way, is St. George's Speak for seniors, and deliver chapel talks each week. These deeply personal reflections provide a moment for each student to shine and be seen for who they are and what they think. And their peers respond with rousing applause and support. Finally, we also emphasize the importance of integrity as a core value. informed by a phrase from our honor code, be truthful in words, honorable in actions. At the start of this year, students signed the honor code book in this chapel, a book you may have noticed if you went over to the Academic Center this morning. Collectively and through their public commitment, represented by their signature, students agree to act with integrity. In fact, what may look like backpacks and gear strewn about is actually a sign of the trust that students place in one another. No lockers with locks, but rather an understanding that we live and work in a community bound by integrity. Discovery, community, and integrity. These are St. George's core values, and I hope you see evidence of them today in your visit. Most importantly, I hope you see evidence of them in your grandchildren. We are so honored to have you with us here today, and on behalf of my faculty and staff colleagues, I want to thank you with sharing your family with us. Welcome to St. George's.